Hey everybody, Jim Powers with MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision as we catch up with our coaches this week. And we're holding off our coaches interviews till later in the week this week due to the GLVC Soccer Championships beginning on Sunday. And for the first time in the history of the Saints being in the GLVC, the women's soccer team have qualified in the field of 8, and joining us is their head coach, Eric Delabar. And Eric, it's just got to be such an incredible feeling with this group of young ladies to qualify for the first time ever to the GLVC postseason.
Yeah, it's a tremendous feeling. It's a great opportunity for these girls. I think it's a combination of some great leadership from our older girls. We got some very good younger girls coming in, and they've kind of meshed. We had a great preseason. We won some big games, and we let a couple get away, but we're where we want to be. And I think we all have the feeling that we're not done. We want to keep it going.
Talk about this group of seniors, and they have come so far over the last 4 years and have just been absolute incredible leaders for you, not only on the field but in the locker room and in the classroom.
Yeah, I think they've kind of found their niche as to how they can lead and what they can do to help this team. We've had great leadership from the seniors, from the juniors. The juniors have had a big role as well, and they've kind of welcomed in this big group of freshmen. We had 11 freshmen come in, and they've kind of really just come together. And this is really, our mantra, our saying is all in, and I think this team is all in.
And you talk about that group of freshmen, and it just seems like from AJ to Katie to Loya, everybody has contributed at some stage of the game this season.
Yeah, they have. They've come in and they've bought into what we're doing. They bought into the process, and it is a process. And they all have contributed in their own ways, whether it's offensively, defensively, coming off the bench, and it's really been a rewarding year for them and for us as a team.
Truman will be the first-round opponent. We played them earlier this year up in Kirksville, came away with a victory. Talk about what we're going to need to do on Sunday afternoon at noon to get the W and qualify for the Final Four out in Indianapolis.
I think it's all about us playing our game and maintaining our possession style, putting the ball on the ground and creating our opportunities, finding the seams when we can. If we need to play the ball on the ground, if we need to go over the top, we just have to kind of see what Truman is giving us and take advantage of that. It was a very good game up in Kirksville early in the year, and we expect the same because they're a very good team.
And this field of 8, it's a great mix this year. Some new blood and some of the blue bloods from the GLVC that have made the Final 8.
Yeah, it's when you look at the standings, it's like there's some of the teams that have always been there, and there's some new teams, and I think that's the way the whole year has gone. If you look at the middle of the pack from Quincy and McKinder have been at the top the whole year. We've been at 3 for a while, but from 3 through 10 or 11, I mean, it could have been anybody making that, and then there were a couple games that went down to the wire to see who got in, and it's that's just the conference. I think it's the way it is, and it's the competitive level of this conference, and and what each team brings to the table. It's exciting.
For you personally, and you've been with the program for so many years on the men's side and the women's side. For you personally, it's got to be very gratifying to get to the tournament and go out as the head coach. Now next year, Lori takes over the head coach. You move over to the number 2 seat. But it's got to be gratifying for you to see this team make it to the tournament for you personally.
It's a special feeling. It's a special group of young ladies. I think we've developed that relationship that you need to develop in order to find success. And I think for me, going out, flip-flopping with Lori, I can't tell you what a tremendous job she's done with these young ladies, the respect they have for her and what she brings to the table. It's unbelievable. She is just a tremendous asset. But for me, the feeling is we've been so close in so many years, and this is just, it kind of makes it even more special.
And last year we had so many games where it was one goal that could have gone either way. this year we were winning some of those games, and that's got to make it even more special as well, seeing last year coming so close and then this year able to seal the deal in a lot of those games.
Yeah, I mean, it's been the last few years that those one-goal games have kept us out. You know, we're 9, 10, we're 11, and we could have been 6, 7, 8, and those one-goal games make a huge difference. And this year we took care of business, and we took care of our end, and we won the games we needed to win, and those one-goal games are huge in this conference.
Great stuff, Eric. Thanks so much. Sunday afternoon, 12 noon. We want to see everybody out on the hill, don't we?
Yeah, come out and support us. Come watch the women at 12 and the men at 3. It's exciting times here in Saints Nation.
Absolutely. Great stuff, Eric. Thanks so much. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.
Eric Delabar, the head coach of our women's soccer team, joins us. Home games on Sunday, first round of the GLVC tournament. The women, the number 3 seed, will take on the number 6 seed Truman at noon, and then the men will follow. The men are in the number 2 seed. They'll take on number 7 Southern Indiana at 3 o'clock. We want to see everybody in Saints Nation out on the hill this coming Sunday to support probably one of the best years that Saints soccer has had in the history of the soccer programs. For Coach, I'm Jim Powers. Thanks so much for tuning in to MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision. Have a great week, and as always, go Saints.